Hello friend, this is Brenda Carey of Sacred Path Healing. Grab your tea or coffee or beverage of choice. Let's have a little bit deeper conversation around insomnia. It's really interesting. This has been coming up a lot for many of the people that I coach, for some of the yoga students that come to my classes. They're saying, I just struggle with being able to really deeply fall asleep. Or I initially fall asleep well, and then around midnight, 2 a.m., I wake up and I can't get my brain to shut up. I get that. So here's what we're going to chat about in this short-ish video. Having a nighttime routine is important. We need to prep our body and our mind to feel the heaviness of earth energy towards the end of the day. So we need to really connect into this downward pull. How can you do that? I'll give you my top 2 suggestions, although there are many others that you can incorporate it. First thing is we need to emotionally de-stimulate our brains. And I know this is going to be a sticking point for some people because I know many of you unwind from your day by watching a Netflix movie or scrolling on social media or catching up on emails, whatever the case may be. But not only does the blue light from the screens affect our brain, also the even very subtle emotional stimulation and mental activity that we create when we are engaging. And yes, we are engaging even if we are just passively watching a movie or a show or emails, but we are mentally stimulating our brains. And we actually need to be doing the opposite of that about 2 hours before bedtime. And I know this can be a difficult habit to break, but it is so important for our minds to really rest and begin to relax. So my first encouragement is to just move away from screens, finding a quieter place where your brain can just settle and rest. Second thing, one of my favorite practices at night is to connect into my sense of smell. This is very connected to the earth energy, is our sense of smell. And I think it's one of those senses that gets very overlooked in our modern culture. So I love taking essential oils. I personally like root-based oils, so this would be frankincense or sandalwood or myrrh, and I rub them in the palms of my hands, I smell them, and then I also rub them on the soles of my feet. And this draws that energy down and just helps me feel more grounded. You might also like lavender or something more soothing, a more floral scent. It's just personal preference. So those are my top 2 nighttime routine must-dos before bed. The other thing that I think doesn't go addressed when it comes to insomnia, we always think of that as being the nighttime practice or routine. And I would actually say it starts in the morning. So what I like to have the people that I coach and what I do for myself is do check-ins throughout your day. You can even set a reminder on your phone. I would say maybe every hour, about at least every 2 to 3 hours. Check in with yourself. Place your hand on your heart, close your eyes down to de-stimulate your vision, and check in. How do I feel in this moment? And how can I cultivate more ease and relaxation? And it might just be something as simple as taking several deep breaths. It might be going for a quick walk if you have the time, but something to allow your body to feel what it's like to slow down, to create ease and relaxation in the body, in the mind, and have that as checkpoints throughout your day. Because oftentimes we just think, oh, I'm going to go throughout my whole day and then put on the brakes right before bed. But the body and mind have no idea how to do that. It's accumulated all this information, all this physical activity, or too much sedentaryism in the body, and it just doesn't know what to do. And so by the time we get to our bedtime or close working up to that, our human design finally goes, oh, finally, we're still. Finally, we can process the emotions that we digested for the day, or all the issues that came up, whether that's physical issues or mental, emotional issues, and we're finally giving ourselves the time right before bed. But really, that is a lot to process at night. And it's very overstimulating. So that's why many people struggle with falling asleep. So if we're giving ourselves little checkpoints throughout the day, just checking in, figuring out what is going to create ease and relaxation in our body and in our minds, just for maybe that next hour or 2 hours. We can do this easily at lunch by putting the phone away and just eat mindfully and full of presence. That's another checkpoint throughout our day. So that's my encouragement for insomnia is, yes, have the nighttime routine to connect to that downward pull of earth energy, to get your body and your mind to de-stimulate and relax. And also do it throughout your whole day. Make just small checkpoints every hour, every couple of hours when you can do that. So your human design starts to acknowledge, I know how to relax. I know how to stay calm and breathe with ease. So if you struggle with insomnia, let's have a chat about that. If you need some other holistic practices and suggestions, I've got many others. I will put a link in the description below for you to set up a free 20-minute holistic healing consultation with me. Please like this video if you found it helpful, and also check the subscribe button for future videos to come about every week. We'll see. Namaste.